Hey everyone, we're going into the finals of a Magic 2011 draft, a flashback draft from the year of modern flashbacks. This is an interesting one. We're on the draw, so I think I keep it. I could end up regretting that since we have like all these high curve cards, but I think it'll turn out okay. At least you have a 2-drop, right? Right? Well, now we have two 2-drops. But going land would make this hand way better. Just making sure we can cast these guys is pretty important. Pretty important. Yeah, we cast Child of Night next, I think. Our vampires and zombies. Feel like I'm on Innistrad here. Okay. That's a pretty good card. They don't very frequently at common make 2 mana 2/1s with flying with no downside anymore. Usually they can't block something at least. Or they can only block flyers, which I guess means they can't block something. So I'd like to draw a land here. Make me feel pretty good. That is not a land. Right, well, we're going to play Child of Night. Right now we win this race, so of course if our opponent plays like a 1-3 or something, we're in trouble. So Pacifism is probably our opponent's premium removal spell. Something to keep in mind. We don't really have anything in the sideboard that deals with Pacifism, but we do have Death Mark. Is that what it's called? I can kill all the creatures in his deck, most likely, unless he has like a Juggernaut or something. So he's going to play like a 1-3. No, he's just cultivating. Okay. Ramp away, sir. We need that third land. I'm guessing he swings here, although maybe not. May just want to trade, but I kind of doubt it. I mean, if he does swing, it's a race he's going to lose, but I'm sure he eventually can just play something that laughs at my Child of Night. This is not going well, but at least we drew a 3-drop, right? So we can play our 3-drop if we draw a land. So opponent goes to 18, we go back to 20, and we'll play our 2-drop. Yeah, I probably should have mulliganed. But we're not like completely screwed yet or anything either. So at least there's that. But we're not in great shape. We need to draw at least 2 lands and then I'll feel okay. Of course, our opponent could play a big monster at any point, and we don't have any way of dealing with that right now. Well, that's basically a big monster. Yeah, we want to kill that Awakener Druid. I think we just take 4, 6. We just take 6 here, go to 14. Pray we draw a land. I guess it wouldn't hurt right now to draw a card that gives -1/-1 to a dude either. I guess he could just start swinging in the air. Yeah, well, that's probably the more aggressive play is probably better. Oh, God. Why? All right, well, we're going to swing with our Child of Night. But we're in serious trouble. You know, it evens out. We've been the beneficiary of our opponent's poor luck. And now we're benefiting someone else. And I think this is kind of my fault. I shouldn't say our fault. My fault for not mulliganing when I probably should have. But, you know, if I'd gone lands, I'd feel great about what's going on. But even Jace right now is not especially good. Yep, we'll take 6 again. Go to 10. What else you got? Some big scary dude? Nope, but a very, very good creature. Yeah, we're in trouble. If we don't draw a land here, we're just done. Even if we do draw a land, we're probably done. Yeah, we're done. All right. On to the next one. So Deathmark comes in for sure. Maybe we just cut Bloodthrone Vampire. I think we probably do. Although maybe Child of Night's a better cut. At least Blood Throne, like in the late game, can just be like a creature your opponent just has to block. But we never really had a situation where it was good. Child of Night has actually been good for us from time to time. And yeah, we definitely want Deathmark. Okay, so let's get a better hand this time and mulligan when we should. All right, I would like to play first. Ugh. You know, for the amount of good luck we've had, we've also mulliganed a lot in this draft. Well, that's not terrible. I don't think I want that. Maybe I do. Yeah, okay, I do. Because we can go turn 2 Child of Night, turn 3 Child of Night, turn 4 Nether Horror, and then we also have the double blue we need for some of our cards, so I think that seems reasonable. So Child of Night it is. In return, Rune Clawbear it is. Okay, well, I think I'd probably play Maritime Guard now just because it can block that Rune Clawbear forever. Does he trade? If he trades, I just play another Child of Night, I think. Yeah, he does trade. Okay. I'm just going to play another Child of Night then. Child of Night number 2. All right. So I think we play Nether Horror. So that's why our opponent wanted to block, because he was in a situation where I can, like in our last match, we had the one game where we just gained a 16-point life swing thanks to Child of Night, and that's just hard to deal with. This Nether Horror is so bad, but it's actually been all right for us, you know. Been plenty of situations where it was good. Yeah, we need some more gas though for sure, since our opponent's sitting on 6 cards still. Oof. Really? Man. Right, well, we swing with Nether Horror because if he blocks, this still dies. So yeah, we swing with Nether Horror, but yeah, this isn't ideal. At least we made him cast it when he had to cast it. All right, drop him to 14. And we'll play our Maritime Guard, because why not? We've got all our crappy 2-drops in this game, pretty much. We need some late game punch. Yeah, this thing is good. Like, you just have to have like a kill spell. Oh man, that ruins my life. Yeah, we saw a couple of those. They're pretty good. Don't give me a land. Don't give me a land. Okay. Well, it's not a land. I think we just kill this instead of the Hydra, because we can't swing even if we kill the Hydra. So we're just going to go ahead and use Corrupt here. Our opponent has Giant Growth probably. Okay, good. That would have ruined our lives. Even more than it's already been ruined. We're already out of cards, guys, so we need to draw Jace or Jace's Ingenuity ASAP. Oh god, he's got Giant Growth for that, doesn't he? No. Okay, he just wanted to trade. That's better than him having Giant Growth. Oh, I guess it would still have died, because it's not until his next upkeep, even with Giant Growth. Oh no, it's at the end step, so yeah, it would have survived. But yeah, now all we're left with are these crappy guys. So we need to draw well. Right, well, Stone Golem Doesn't exactly put the fear of God into me. All right, well, we can cancel something. We'll end our turn. Awakener Druid. Yeah, it's pretty big right here. I think I just go ahead and cancel it. He probably has another spell, but that one's pretty bad for us. Okay. We go to 23. I'm sure he plays some sort of creature here. All right. Well, we can just swing through that thing at least. Hello. Okay. So we're going to swing with both our guys. All right. I am down with that trade. And now we will play Conundrum Sphinx. This can help us get out of our lack of cards too, but it can also help our opponent, but that's okay, I think. So, yeah, we would name Island right now. I think we've yet to get to Scry and just like set up our draws for a couple turns in a row for our Sphinx, but maybe we will eventually. That was a good top deck. Opponent may just have pacifism, of course, like I mentioned earlier, but I guess we can unsummon our own guys, at least, that have been pacified. That's one thing we can do. So we're just going to take this. You have pacifism, don't you? No, just a Runeclaw Bear. I'm okay with that. We can block that. One card left in his hand. I wonder what it is. Well, we're going to swing with our Conundrum Sphinx. And we're going to name Island. It's the most likely card that's on top of our library, so... You do get some information, worst case scenario, about both people's decks. Although I guess worst case scenario is my opponent hits on his guess and we miss on ours, but... Still drop him to 9, most likely. Yeah, I mean, I think our opponent's like really thinking about what he wants to guess. What did he name? They named Platinum Angel. See, I think some people are just like, whatever, I'm not going to get it right. They don't realize that its lands are counted. So we just hit a land off of ours. So we got to draw it. So we're also going to play Azure Drake, who should help us continue on our way. I think we just hold on to this island. He should know we have it in our hand, but maybe the number 1 next to our name will make him a little more concerned about what we have in our hand. Cultivate, okay. Sounds good to me. Wonder if he actually has Platinum Angel. That would suck. We do have ways to kill it at least, but it would still be like, great, great, great. So we're going to swing for 6 this turn. I'm really surprised I haven't seen a pacifism yet. Okay, so I think we can name Swamp or Island now. They're both equally likely. So I'm going to go with Swamp this time. Why not? Also, for the longest time, I didn't know you could actually start typing when the list comes up because it's not exactly an intuitive thing. And it gets you more quickly. Oh, we just put Deathmark on the bottom. Would have been nice. It gets you to the things more quickly. I don't think all players realize that's a thing. So drawing this gargoyle was really good, though, because now we can just win in the air with 2 different creatures getting in for damage. So unless our opponent plays Platinum Angel, I think we got this one. Yep. Yeah, that Sphinx has been really good for us. Just a 4-mana 4/4 is a really scary thing. So, I guess I was right that blue was open because we have not had a person decide Harbor Serpent against. All right. I don't think we change anything. I think we just want this one death mark again, and Stabbing Pain still seems good. So let's go to the final game that will determine whether we go 3-0 or 2-1. Would you look at that hand? Wow. I have to go back and see how many times in our matches we mulliganed. I feel like it's all but one, and the one time we didn't, we got like destroyed. Funnily enough. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. That's fairly reasonable. I guess because of Quag Sickness, we're okay with that. Drawing another island would probably be better, but you know, whatever. So play our island, be ready to unsummon something. Doubt we do. There's no real reason to unsummon something on turn 2. Nope. There is not. All right, end our turn. So I could Quag Sickness that. I'm not concerned about it enough right now to do it, I don't think. If our opponent just curves out, we're going to be in some trouble here. At least you have some sort of interaction, but don't play a 3-drop. Aha! That feels like a win right there. Do I just want to assassinate this thing and get it over with? I don't think so. I think we just keep letting it beat us up and save Assassinate for a bigger threat. I mean, if the game continues this way, we're going to have to assassinate it. But for now, I mean, we can also Quag Sickness it instead. We can do either one, of course. I'm hoping we can get him to use Giant Growth, and then we can unsummon and get like a pseudo 2-for-1. You have a 4-drop. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty ugly. Okay, well, there's the island we wanted. My Wall of Frost cannot block these guys. Doesn't have Vigilance, though. I think I just play the Wall of Frost and take 4 this turn, and then probably assassinate the Cloud Crusader. I think that's the plan here. Yep, we go 12. We do have Corrupt to help us gain some life back later. We know he has land creatures, so I think Wall of Frost being able to be played there was a decent choice. Of course, now he's not playing anything. Interesting. I think I just play Azure Drake now. It can actually block these jerks, you know. Unless he has Giant Growth. And I probably block this because we can actually kill it in combat. Wouldn't mind drawing some more swamps for that Quag Sickness. Do you bring the Thunder? Oh, good. Is our opponent just like flooded out or holding on to some crazy, scary cards? I don't know. All right, so maybe we've gotten to parity with our opponent. I think we just pass. Once I can Quag Sickness this thing, I'll be pretty happy. I will be pretty happy. But this can block most aerial creatures, and this can block most ground creatures, and if he tries to bust through with a Giant Growth, we have Unsummon, so that feels pretty good. It's a huge tempo hit when you like are also losing a card, and then you have to recast your guy, although right now it looks like our opponent doesn't have much else to cast. Probably has his Platinum Angel, though. I'm guessing just because he named that, he must have one. I'm pretty sure it's in this set. I guess I could check. Oh, I'm about to get the answer. Ooh. That's not good. That is really not good. Okay. I mean, we can at least assassinate that once it attacks, I guess. That's interesting. Are you crazy? I was going to say, you may as well not attack with either of them. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think we just play Child of Night and pass. Yeah, we can't attack. I mean, right now we don't really care, though. So we're just going to play Child of Night. Hope he decides to attack us with this thing so we can assassinate it. We could also unsummon it at some point, but... Oh... That's not good news. Okay. 5, 7, 9. We might have to unsummon something here. Yes, we might. Okay, we're gonna go to 5 here. All right, I guess we let it happen. We can at least assassinate this, but then we're facing down 2 flyers, and we don't have any way to block them right now, so that's not so good. Okay. Yeah, obviously we just have to assassinate it. Yeah, assassinate. Our opponent can drop us to 1. We can at least Quag Sickness this next turn. I'm probably going to have to unsummon something here. That's probably the smart thing to do. Going up to 7 isn't irrelevant. I guess I could unsummon this. It can't attack me for a turn and get in for 7. But then if he has Giant Growth... Get to 7, I mean, not get in for 7. But then if he has Giant Growth, I'm really upset. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I think we just end the old turn. Yeah, that freaking Angelic Arbiter. So big. That plus Plummet was not what we wanted to see. Bring the pain. Okay. Does he try to Giant Growth for the win? No. Interesting. I think I just really want to draw a Swamp. Is that so much to ask? Well, that'll work, I guess. We can still even leave up unsummoned, so that's a pretty big play. If he has another Plummet, we are in... Are we just dead if he has another Plummet? No. Not unless he has Giant Growth or something. So, we will pass our turn. Ugh, another one. So if we draw a Swamp, we can Corrupt one and Quag Sickness the other at least. But our opponent can't attack us anymore. We really need to gain some life. There it is. Okay. Do we Quag Sickness or Corrupt? Gaining the life is big, but if I hold on to Corrupt, I can use it on a bigger problem. So I think I just Quag Sickness one of them. I don't think it's right for us to attack here. I think we just have to... It's just too dangerous. We need the blocker. If just something goes wrong, we're just dead. So, and it's not really relevant to get in for any damage right here anyway. So we can also get back our Azure Drake, which will be good. It would take it'd be a little clunky because Gravedigger costs 4. It costs 4. Ooh, that's big. Luckily, we still have Unsummon and we still have Corrupt. And now we also have Cancel. Do I cast the Gravedigger here? Oh, we can also just block it with our wall, actually. I think leaving mana up for Cancel and for Unsummon's pretty big, but yeah, I think just leaving mana up for Unsummon's probably enough. So I'm going to play Gravedigger here and get back the Azure Drake, which gives us a little more insurance in the sky. I think that's the only thing we can get back anyway. Right, so we got our Azure Drake, and we'll end our turn. We have Unsummon to deal with a trick or an aura, something that'll just blow our minds. Okay. So we will block this one. See if he has giant growth here or something. Okay, so we're going to use unsummon, which is what we've been waiting to do. If he has a second giant growth, at least these both die, I guess. And then we can play our Azure Drake. That's big right there, that unsummon. We've been holding on to it. We knew his deck had giant growth, so it's a big play there. We get rid of a card. We actually get rid of 2 cards here. It's kind of a 2-for-1. And suddenly he's just down to his 5/4, although he can obviously just replay his big his flyer. We're at so little life that we still can't really afford to attack, though, sadly. Yeah, it's just a dangerous situation. Ooh, well, that makes things better, doesn't it? Not really. I mean, it does. I can just corrupt this and swing, but I think I'd rather just play Azure Drake. Yeah, I'm just going to play Azure Drake for now. I guess I could play Azure Drake and cast Deathmark. Oh, I can Deathmark this. What am I smoking? Duh. I forgot I could Deathmark that. Well, if I remembered that I could do that, that's what I would have done. All right. And then we're going to swing with this. And we're going to name Island. Trying to get on offense going here. Swamp and Gargoyle Sentinel. So I don't mind him not drawing his Gargoyle Sentinel. Do we drop him to 16? Do we get in for some damage finally? We probably need to cast Corrupt soon just to gain the life, honestly. But if we can corrupt this, we can start swinging with like our whole board, and that'll be awesome. It will be awesome. I mean, it's also not terrible to just be able to leave cancel up and keep swinging with this thing. Especially because we can actually find out what he has in his hand, potentially. I mean, I guess he's probably just going to name lands, so. Yeah, putting that swamp on the bottom, I guess, hurt us a little bit. Ooh. Okay. Not ideal. I think I just double block the dude if he swings, though. Yeah. All right. Okay. So I'm going to name Swamp here. Attack with my Conundrum Sphinx. Swamp. Give me a swamp. We have named Swamp. We did it. That is what we really needed. And we got a Cloud Crusader onto the bottom of his library as well. So the question is, do I cast Corrupt now? I don't think I do. I think we wait a turn, see if he plays something that's an even bigger problem. I mean, we can cancel. Being able to cancel something that's a bigger problem and then just corrupt this thing is backbreaking for our opponent. We get in for 4, 6, 8, 10 next turn if we kill it. But yeah, we'll pass for now. Will we make our comeback without the help of Jace? Our opponent decided to scoop. I guess he just saw the writing on the wall with the cards we have in our hand and everything. All right, well, we managed to 3-0. This deck did seem pretty sweet. We had a lot of fun with it. Between Jace and this Conundrum Sphinx, I think those are what won us almost every game. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and comment. And if you want to make sure you catch every Flashback draft until the end of the year, don't forget to subscribe.